It's a great honour to be Governor and Patron during the Lady Musgrave Trust's 135th anniversary year.
The Lady Musgrave Trust is Queensland's oldest charity. We're a champion for young women, homeless young women. Our work is all about providing services and accommodation for young women who find themselves in desperate situations, either through domestic violence or family issues, may even be they've lost a job. We provide them with homes, with counselling and support services that hopefully will give them a better chance to make a better life. The vision for the Lady Musgrave Trust would be for all women to have homes and safe futures, to end homelessness in Queensland. The Trust has a lovely story and it dates back 135 years. The Trust was founded in 1885 by a group of community-minded people under the leadership of Lady Jeannie Lucinda Musgrave, wife of the then Governor of Queensland. After spending the mid-1870s in South Australia, the couple moved to Queensland when Sir Anthony became Governor. So she and her associates would go down to Queen's Wharf, where the steamships were coming in from the UK, and meet the ships and take care of any young women who were unattached on board on the ship. The Lady Musgrave Lodge was established in Spring Hill in 1891 and named in her honour. The lodge provided safe accommodation for young women in need as well as training opportunities. The young women were trained in duties such as cooking and nursing. This vital education gave the young women skills that in turn provided them with the opportunities for a better life. In 1972, the lodge closed. It was an old building, had served its purpose very well for so many years. With the money from the sale of that, the Lady Musgrave Trust then went on to buy newer buildings and different sorts of accommodation for young women.
There are, in my mind, two features which distinguish this trust as remarkable. The first is its beneficent central mission, startling really for its simplicity, supporting vulnerable women. The Trust directly addresses with practical support those challenges which sadly still beset our community: homelessness, friendlessness, and community indifference. The second distinguishing feature is the unbroken line of viceregal patronage, commencing with founding patron Lady Musgrave in 1885. This longevity, unparalleled really in Queensland, speaks of the remarkable passion and commitment of all trustees, administrators and donors over the past 135 years.
With thanks to the careful management of past boards, we have been able to acquire quite a few properties in the southeast Queensland area. What that means is we're able to service women in Ipswich, in Spring Hill, and all the way throughout Brisbane. The women we provide services to are provided with accommodation in our furnished units and also with customized counseling services. And what that means is they can stay with us for the duration of their need. That could be 6 months, 12 months, a year, and we can customize the service around what it is that they need. While they're staying with us, it's really important that they can regulate their lives, get some normality into it, and particularly for their children. So the children will go back to school, the young women will often take counseling. Sometimes they are entering universities or colleges and getting jobs. In Queensland, there are over 10,000 women that are facing homelessness. So what this work means to me, and indeed to the board, is that we're able to tackle that very issue of domestic violence, poverty, poor mental health, poor physical health, tackle those issues head on and really make a difference in our community.
The annual forum was established in 2009. The reason for doing that was to bring together all of the like-minded organisations in Brisbane or southeast Queensland that were doing the same sort of work that the Lady Musgrave Trust was. The idea is so that we can share our ideas, share our views and assist each other to be a better service to homeless young women. We started the Handy Guide for Homeless Women in 2011. It's a guide that covers a wide range of services for anybody who's in a destitute situation, whether it be where do they go for accommodation, where do they go for health and medical services, where do they go for food vans, where do they go for social security. Now this booklet is used by so many organisations around Brisbane. It's used by hospitals, it's used by the police department, it's used by various other services. Last year we distributed 20,000 of these booklets on order, and we probably need to do more as the year goes on.
Older women's homelessness has vastly increased. In fact, the figures alarmingly through the ABS have been an increase of 31% in the last 2 census periods. So in order to combat this serious issue of older women's homelessness, the Lady Musgrave Trust is starting a project. We're researching what's going on and what are the services that older women need. The other part of that project is that we are starting a pilot project in our Ipswich accommodation where we're actually going to co-locate older women with younger women. And what we hope to achieve out of that is a cross-mentoring way of living where they all learn from each other.
My personal association with the Trust substantially predates my time as Governor, my having advised trustees as a barrister during the 1970s. Kay and I shortly afterwards purchased a watercolour of the Lady Musgrave Lodge, which now hangs in the Viceregal Suite at Fernburg, destined for the Trust this year. It is a constant reminder for us of the Trust's beneficial social undertaking. I applaud all involved. It is my great honour to support you all.
So this all started with Lady Musgrave. But as the case was then and as it is now, none of what we have achieved in these years is done without the help of our donors, of our grant providers, of people that provide in-kind advice and support to us. None of what we have achieved will be able to be done without that support. I really thank those people that have supported us so far and ask that everybody continue to support us for the next 100 years.